International paper. I like the thing that stands out to me the most. First things first is 85% institutional ownership. So these people right here own a lot of this company, right? That's something I enjoy. They have a decent dividend, given 4%. Let's look at their chart over the last 5 years. This is obvious. This is Corona. All right. So this is a nice perspective. Oh, look at this. Let's see where it went to. All right. So it went to the same place in, 1993. So it bounced off of support 93 and in 2012. Right. So it didn't really, it kind of bounced. What was this? This is the 2016. So, I mean, it's a pretty stable company. Hasn't gone anywhere. And then what's interesting is, I mean, they create, just when you think of paper, right? They're one of the largest logging companies because they're the largest, one of the largest paper companies. So the different products. So this is just in the United. This is, and they have it nicely organized, right? Look, North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, Asia, or Africa, and then Asia, right? And what kind of products do they make from North America? A whole bunch of different packaging, specialty products, retail displays, paper bags, solid fibers, other stuff. In Europe and Asia, I mean, hopefully if you're in Europe and Asia, you kind of, this stuff makes sense to you. Um, I've seen, I mean, if they do the craft boards like in America, that's great too. But then let's go to their homepage. Let's kind of see if we can find something more about them. Okay. Let's see what are they gonna do about them cutting all their trees. Wow, it's a whole movie. Chapter one. Yeah, let's just kind of okay. 100 trees removed, tons of carbon dioxide, 400 pounds of other air pollutants per year. Okay, interesting. Wow, I did not know this. 31% of the Earth's total land area is covered with forest species. Okay, 20% more trees. Okay, what are you gonna do? Forest represents the largest storage of carbon in the world. That's great. Oh, look at this. I did not know this. 36% of U.S. forests are family owned. Wow. Look at this. I mean, read these statistics. 2.4 million U.S. jobs supported by working forests. 90% of forest products come from privately owned working forests. So, okay, I understand what they are. They're a forest company. So what they do is they like a mine, like, or an oil company. Just think of that like when you're thinking of this. So yes, they creating the paper products is the same as like Chevron or uh or the mining company we were just talking about in the last one. Um, that's kind of what there are, but just with paper, right? So they have what it says right here, like 1 million acres of trees, and then they're what they're, so that's, it makes a lot of sense. So just like a farmer, they're tree farmers, right? So they own a lot of land, and then they talk to private people that owned a lot of land, and then They cut the land, they cut the trees and replant the trees, and they do it in a strategic manner to where they're replenishing the wild, or they're not trying to kill the wildlife, and they're cutting the trees responsibly. That's basically what this entire thing is trying to tell you. All right. So let's go back to here. So that's their future of forests, is that all right, so that makes a lot. Okay, so is it a sustainable company? Yes, because they are looking for 1 million acres to plant trees, like responsibly. So every time they cut, they're gonna replant, cut, replant. Then they were looking at pines. So I think it's the pines. Don't they're gonna have people there to tell me I'm wrong, but I think the cycle for pines are like 10 years or something, like 10 to 15 years. So if you have 1 million acres, what you do is you cut one plant, and you do this, and you cut sections over 10 years, and so then over the next 10 years, it's always self-replenishing. Does it make sense? So it's like a cycle. It goes like this. So you have all this land right here. You cut off this section, cut off this section, cut off like a pie, right? And then each year they do a little bit. So here you go. You got your. I mean, they're in everything. I think it's Kimber Jones or something like that. They probably look, yeah, like the paper to make around the cans. They make that. So basically they make everything that has to do with paper. Now let's go over here. Wikipedia. I mean, in 1898, so they've been around a very long time. Employ 80,000 people. I have to look at this, because this, I don't know if this is correct. $21 trillion they made in income. Maybe that's over the lifetime. I'm not sure. As Wikipedia is difficult, you never know if it's all the way true or not. It always sounds great, so that's where people. But it's open source, so people can try to say whatever they want to say. So we'll go back to CNBC. Yeah, decent company. They're in every last little thing. Again, I enjoy the fact that they have a large institutional ownership in the company. They give us a decent amount on our money. They've been stable. Yeah, $19 billion company. They do business in North America, Europe, Latin America, Russia, Asia, Africa, Middle East, so basically the entire world. As we've seen, they have it all. I'll show you again, just so, like, the products. They have Asia, Europe, well, this part of the world, Africa, Middle East, Europe, that part of the world, South America, North America. So everything besides Antarctica, they have business. All right.